Hey guys, what's going on? Russo here, bringing you guys episode 14 of the Hardcore Ironman series. And before we get into the episode, as I have on the other 13, I just want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you guys for everything that you guys have not only done on this series, but on my Twitch and on my YouTube every single day. You guys never cease to amaze me with the amount of support that you've been giving me, and I just really want to say a massive thank you. Last week's episode got over 65 likes. Now, if we could do that once again on this week's episode, that would be truly incredible. And thank you guys so much for all the support. I'm having an absolute blast making this account. It's actually very, very interesting. I've never actually done something like this in the game, and I keep telling you guys that. But really, there's something new that comes up every single week. There's something, you know, there's a new skill, there's a new method, there's a new thing that we've never actually experienced in this game, and it's really, really cool to actually go ahead and experience that, and especially share it with you guys, which is, you know, my favorite part about this, you know, making videos, streaming this series live for you guys on Twitch. It's really, really, really fun. So today's episode, we are going to be starting off with a little bit of construction. So we are actually building ourselves some oak larders. There you go. You actually see level 50 as we speak. So the goal we were trying to get to was level 50 in order to build an oak altar. Now, that oak altar is going to be able to help us get our prayer up eventually. So as an Ironman, we cannot enter into somebody else's house. We have to rely on our own house, and that is exactly why we are getting our construction level up manually. So in order to get all of those planks, we actually went into the woodcutting guild, and what we did is we just cut a bunch of oak logs, and then we went on and, you know, turn them into planks at the sawmill, banked them, and we actually had a little bit extra. So what we did is we actually got 54 construction. So any level that I want to get past what our current goal is, I'm going to do that. Why? Because the ultimate goal of this account is to get 99. So eventually we will have to get those 4 levels or get up to 54 construction in that case. So I just used up all of my supplies and actually went to get that level. So next goal that we actually have is now going to be 83 hunter. So hunter is actually very, very slow. Now we will elect to do chins later on. You guys will see that later on in the episode, but as what we're doing right now, we are going to be doing some swamp lizards. I've never actually done these. They're very, very similar to salamanders, as you can tell, but I've never been onto Canifis. As a level 3, you cannot go onto Canifis, so this is my first account that I've actually done hunting on where I've been able to go, and I really kind of enjoyed it. There's three sticks that you can basically set up your net traps on, and they're in very close proximity to each other, so it's actually very nice. We were actually getting a decent amount of XP. Now the alternate that you can actually do for these levels is actually the falconry. I do not like the falconry. I don't think that the falconry is well made. I don't like, you know, setting the falcon off a couple screens and having to go chase him. It's just not for me. So what I did, I stuck it out. I kept with swamp lizards, and I just want to apologize for that clip right there. There are 3 levels in this episode that I actually did not record live, so I do apologize for that. I actually forgot to turn my recording on, and actually, you know, got the swamp lizard, or the salamander in this case, a little bit too quickly, and we weren't able to capture that level. So luckily we had some screenshots that we are going to throw into the video for you guys. So moving on to the orange salamanders in the desert. So this is also very cool. Now, if you guys notice the first part of this, we are hunting these in the complete wrong location. So there's actually a location south of this that is a little bit better. So you guys can't really see it on the screen right now, but there is a better location than this. Now it's very, very close. So as you can see right now, we are in that better location. It's just better for run energy. There's no rock in the middle, and you can go, you know, between the traps pretty easily. So at this point in time, we can only set up 3 traps, which is what you guys are seeing, and we are kind of cruising along on our hunter levels. Now, unfortunately, the salamanders, they do have to be released. We really can't use them for anything. I mean, you can use them for range training, I believe. You know, if you actually get some tar with them, but you know, they really have no use to us as an Ironman account. So we're just dropping every single salamander that we get, and once again, the ultimate goal is going to be to get to level 83 hunter. Now, what are we going to do at 83 hunter? So there's a couple things. Now, as you guys know, for an Ironman, Ranger boosts are extremely important. That is one of the grinds that everyone looks forward to. That is one of the grinds that is the most fun thing, or one of the most fun things that you can do on an Ironman. So that is eventually what we are going to do. We're actually going to go ahead and go to Puro, go collect some imp links, try to get some medium clues, eventually get those Ranger boots. So a little bit down the line, we will be doing a quest called Temple of Ikov. Now, the guide actually indicates to us that we need to get a U compound bow, but we're actually just going to go ahead and fletch a bow ourselves. We're actually close enough, and we've been getting enough maple logs from our kingdom so that we can actually get our fletching level up to make our own U-bow. So we should be able to do Temple of Ikov pretty easily, and we don't actually have to go ahead and do all of those clues in order to receive that bow to do the quest. So it's kind of, you know, a runaround way to actually get the requirements for a quest, but instead we're just going to go ahead and get our own fletching levels, as you guys can see here. So there we go, boys, hitting 63 fletching. Pretty cool right there. Sorry about that live clip. That was the clip that I had, so I had to use it, and there it is, 64 fletching. Now keep in mind, another thing we would like to do down the line is actually make all of those maple longbows, and then we're going to actually alch them while we run agility. So we are getting our alching level, our magic level up, excuse me, 63 magic right there. We did elect to actually, you know, do a little bit of alching while we are hunting. But here we go, boys. 73 hunter. What a number that one is.
73, I'll risk it for you. I quit RuneScape. I quit RuneScape.
You little ginger prick.
So, but yeah, so we are up to 74 hunter now. We did elect to do chins at level 70, which, you know, I didn't actually want to do, but I figured that the chins would actually help with our range training and eventually would help going towards a fire cape. So that is going to do it, guys, for the commentary right now. This is all clips prior to this. I'm going to go ahead, toss it to a live commentary, go do some more hunter, and just talk to you guys about some of our current goals and what quests we're going to be doing next. So I'll see you guys then. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first part of the episode. Now we are going to get into the live commentary portion. So moving forward, guys, eventually I would love to get every single clip in my episodes to be a live commentary. The one issue right now is that every single video we are getting tens and tens of levels. So as you guys can imagine, we are doing this a lot on stream. We are doing this a lot off stream. I don't always have the capability to record off stream, so that is one of the issues. But I think moving later on, once the levels become you know, few and far between, we actually have to work a little bit harder in order to get them. We will probably be doing live commentaries only because I can time them specifically and I can tell you guys and give you guys updates on the things that we are trying to do. So I figured I'd throw a little bit of live commentary in here just to differentiate it up for you guys. So what we're doing right now is we are finishing up our hunter. So as it currently stands today, we are at 78. Our goal is to actually go ahead and get ourselves 83 hunter. Now I want to give you guys a few goals and basically what to expect next week on next week's episode. So we do have to do a little bit of questing. We do have to finish up a little bit of skilling. So what we're going to do is potentially go up to 80 hunter. Now at 80 hunter, we actually get 5 traps for our Chinchampas. Now we can't stay here till 80 hunter, or we can actually go and do the herbivore method and go ahead and start getting and collecting ourselves some herbs for our herbivore skills. So that is one option that we are kind of keeping that open for ourselves. I don't mind doing the chins, but I also wouldn't mind doing herbivore so that we can go ahead and start getting those herbs as mentioned before. So that is a decision that we will probably have to make. I'll probably make it as a stream. You guys will probably be able to help me out, and hopefully we can move forward and you guys will see which option we did choose on next week's episode. So the next thing that we're going to do after we do get 83, now the reason why this guide has us getting 83, obviously that unlocks Puro, and then you can kind of go for your glory. Not only that, but it does allow the access to the eclectic implinks so that we can start the ranger boot grind. Now with this, as previously mentioned in this episode, we are talking about a U compound bow for Temple of Ikov. Now we actually have the fletching level needed to fletch U, and we also have about 3,000 to 4,000 maple logs in our bank. So we will be able to go ahead and fletch ourselves some maple longbows, and when we do that, we will actually be able to fletch our own U longbow, so we won't actually need to do any clues to get that U longbow for ourselves. So that's actually a really good thing. But what I think I'm going to plan on doing is probably going to do around 50 to 100 medium clues to start that ranger boot grind. Obviously not expecting to go ahead and get those ranger boots within the first 100 clues. If we do, that would be incredible for the account. I'd be super excited about that. But, you know, doing clues either way is really, really good because eventually it'll give us rewards, and eventually it'll give us items that we will need on even harder tier clues like elites or masters or what have you. So we will still want to do a bunch of clues. We will still want to make sure that clue content is definitely prevalent when we actually do this episode or when we actually do this series. So we will go ahead and continue with that grind if we still do get the ranger boots. Obviously it's going to be a little later rather than sooner because the ranger boots are very, very important, and that's going to be a really fun grind. I'm really looking forward to that. So I kind of can't wait. I've never actually grinded clues out in my life. This is the first account that I've ever done clues on in old school RuneScape. So I've never done one medium clue in my entire life. I've only done easy clues, and that has been on this account. So really, really looking forward to that. So the questing that we're going to probably have done for next week will consist of Big Chompy Bird Hunting, Rag and Bone Man, only the first part, not the second part. So we already completed Family Crest, so we don't have to worry about that one. We're going to be starting Legends Quest, we're going to be completing Death Plateau, and we're also going to be completing Troll Stronghold. A couple of the things we're going to be doing is making those maple longbows. So as you can tell in inventory, we do have about 2,000 maple longbows. We're going to be buying nature runes at the Mage Guild. We're going to be alching those while running a little bit of agility in order to get our agility level up. Now, if we do go that route of the herbivore, we will have to go ahead and get our agility level a little bit higher. If we just stick it out with Chinchampas till 83, we obviously, agility will not be as prevalent in that, so we won't actually have to go ahead and run it. We still need to go ahead and alch our longbows anyway, because we eventually have to get up to the Make Glass spell, which is 77 magic. So eventually we will have to go do that, but maybe it will be later rather than sooner, as previously mentioned. So there's a lot of things, there's a lot of, you know, different ways we can go. I'm kind of thinking it out, I'm kind of feeling it out, whatever is going to be best for the account itself, but I'm very, very excited moving on forward. So hopefully you guys enjoy this live commentary portion of the video. So eventually I will be moving to live commentary for all episodes. I know a lot of you guys have kind of been, nobody's really been complaining about it, but I know a lot of you guys really want to see that. And I know a lot of other series kind of go in that direction. I kind of like recording over the clips and just, you know, saying what's on my mind, giving you guys an overview of what our goals really are. But I would definitely move towards live commentary as we progress forward in the series. The reason for that being is we are getting so many levels right now. It's very, very difficult to capture every single level and do a live commentary for every single level. Once we're in the upper 90s for certain levels, I can plan that out a little bit more easily, and I will be able to do live commentary. So once, you know, we complete collection goals and we complete, you know, certain resource goals that I can, you know, tell you guys about, that is when we can actually start doing a lot more live commentary. So moving on later on in the series, not next week's episodes, not, you know, probably the next 10, 20 episodes, we will definitely be moving and progressing towards the live commentary route, which I think you guys will really enjoy. So just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this. We're going to go ahead and try to get ourselves 83 Hunter. Hopefully we will have that for you guys on next week's episode. I'm guaranteeing it that we will have it for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you have not yet liked the video, please go ahead and like the video. Thank you for all your support. I really do appreciate it. And with that being said, guys, we'll see you next episode.